Hey, good morning. This unscripted. I just got out of bed. I just woke up. Hair's a bit of mess, but I guess it's fine. I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad. I don't know why my neck is red though. Maybe because of the way I slept. I don't know. But I've been meaning to make this video for a while, and I figured I got some free time this morning. I should go ahead and just do it. I got some things I want to talk about. Some things weighing pretty heavy on my mind. Once again, mainly about my generation, and it's like my generation being so afraid to talk. And I don't mean specifically about social anxiety. I mean, I've struggled with social anxiety, obviously. It's like, come on, seems like everyone has at this point. um but really I wanted to talk about debate and why it's so important. Like, this is something I have seen so often in my adult life, nearly everywhere. And even when I was growing up, I would see this very often as well. Like, I remember being kicked out of my Boy Scout troop when I was 14 because the leaders, they didn't want to have a professional conversation with me. Now, that's just one example. I don't want to get into that. Well, basically, they were just giving out free merit badges to everybody, and I was the only one who would say something about it. And they didn't like me saying something about it. So they just decided to label me a troublemaker and just kick me out of the troop. But, you know, everyone who turned a blind eye to it and didn't say anything, they just got merit badges without having to do the work for them. I got merit badges without doing the work for them, but I refused to wear them. I just didn't put them on my sash, because we had sashes. I didn't put them on my sash until I actually did all the requirements for them, because they gave them to me and many other people premature. But, oh shoot, I'm making a mess. Anyway, I mean, I just watched a man by the name of Charlie Kirk get assassinated just for having an opinion. I mean, that's where we're at. This is just the epitome of what's wrong with my generation. It's just, sometimes I just feel so ashamed to be a part of my generation, because you had this dude couldn't debate Charlie, so he decided to kill him because he didn't agree with him, and he couldn't debate him because he was right and he was wrong. Well, Charlie was right and he was wrong. He couldn't debate him, so he decided to kill him. It's just such a cowardly move. It's such a disgusting, cowardly move that it just shows such weakness. Like, it really just shows the lack of confidence in an argument. Like, if you can't even debate somebody, you just choose to hate and then kill them over an opinion. It just shows a lack of confidence in your argument, and it's only going to be worse for, like, your side in the future, because it's only going to make more Charlie Kirks, and his message is only going to get louder because of this. And yeah, the whole thing is just so disgusting, and it just really shows the true colors of what some of these people on the left are really like, especially part of my generation. And I'm not really that political. I'm really not. But I see it all the time, specifically with the left. The way they show their true colors and just blame everyone that they don't agree with for the things that they're actually doing themselves. But, you know, like, it just disgusts me so much. Like, debate is so important, especially in today's world. Like, if you don't agree with someone, talk about it, debate them, you know? Don't just, when you, like what Charlie Kirk said, when you stop talking, there's no connection. And it's like, you're never gonna resolve anything if you're not talking. Like, the country, the whole world is so divided today because of a lack of connection, a lack of debate, a lack of effort in trying to understand both sides to a story, you know? Like, I made a video not too long ago about, like, the title was, "Did they get your side of the story?" And, like, the whole point of that video was, like, I didn't really make my point exactly the way I wanted to. Not really a professional at talking on camera, but, you know, the whole point I was trying to make was how you shouldn't really put that much trust into people who refuse to get both sides to a story. There's always more than one side to a story. And if you believe something about someone, you should always go to the source and find out what's really going on. You should find out, you should get your information from the source. You should find out both sides to the story before you jump to conclusions. And I see people in my generation specifically jumping to conclusions about everybody all the time. It's like so many people just feed off of drama and negativity, and it's like it's entertaining for them. Like, not too long ago, just a few weeks ago really, there were these Muslims who joined my online group chat. They joined for the sole purpose of insulting me and heckling me and just saying a bunch of stuff about me that just wasn't true. And it's like, I was like, okay, well, let's have a debate. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out if you're right or if you're wrong, or if I'm right or if I'm wrong. And it's like, oh, they didn't want to do that. You know, I'm like, let's join a voice chat. Let's look at the evidence. Let's figure out, let's get to the bottom of it, you know, let's resolve the problem, right? They don't want to do that. And I see this more and more often as I get older. Nobody wants to discuss to resolve a conflict. It's like, it's almost as if the drama of the conflict is more entertaining than the idea of resolving it. You know, and they would DM people in the group chat saying like this long list of like a bunch of junk about me that just wasn't true, and in an attempt to try and get people on their side. And it's like, I never really understood what side they were even coming from, because all they would do is just spam a bunch of texts, right? And they would never discuss to understand like I was doing. They would only just rant. Their whole goal was to get other people to dislike me as well, which was a complete epic fail on their part. It wasn't working at all. They even brought somebody else that was like a part of their group chat that they knew into the group chat to also try and harass me and, you know, insult me and stuff. And at first, this third party, like this other person, was just following along with what they were doing. He was just like insulting me and saying nasty things to me. But then this person joined the voice chat, right? And we actually got to talking a bit. And this person saw my side of the story and didn't understand their side anymore at all, because they didn't want to discuss it, you know? So he stopped insulting me, and instead he just started like asking them a bunch of questions like, okay, where is this coming from? What's your evidence? How can you back up these claims? And then they just started turning on him. They started insulting him and just making fun of the fact that he even wanted to talk to them. It was just, it's like, come on, man. It's like, what are we doing? I still struggle so much to understand my generation the way it is. It's like, I don't know. Debate, I haven't even gotten into why debate is so important yet. We're 11 minutes in. Debate is so important, like, you have to understand both sides to a story. You have to understand both sides. Debate is how you learn. Debate is how you learn both sides. You learn about the other person. You make that connection. You figure out. You put in the effort. That's the key word, effort. Effort is something my generation lacks severely. They don't want to put in the effort to learn the other's perspective and to discuss, to understand both sides, and then come to a conclusion. Figure out where you agree. Figure out where you don't agree and find out why. Oh no, it takes a little bit of effort. So what? Make the effort. The world lacks connection enough as it is. Make the effort to have some of that connection back. Discuss to understand rather than argue to make a point. But then I still see it all the time. It's like, still, people don't want to discuss to understand. They just want to say a bunch of stuff about somebody, but they don't want to back it up. I'm always going to be a big advocate for discussion and debate, no matter what it is, because I believe in the truth. I believe in getting to the truth, no matter what it takes. Like, the truth is out there. You just have to, it takes conversation and debate and asking questions. And that's the only way you're going to learn the most. I don't know, man. It's just like, maybe someone like me is just, maybe you just reach a point where you just realize how stupid it is. Maybe you just reach it, eventually maybe you just reach an age where, you know, you just realize how stupid it all is. It really is. Like, the way everyone is so divided, it's ridiculous, and it doesn't have to be that way. Now we can get into like why everyone acts the way they do and why people are so divided, and, you know, morals and lack of good role models. We can get into all of that, but, you know, maybe another time. This video's already gone on long enough, but I just wanted to discuss why I think debate is so important today. Because I just keep consistently seeing this stuff over and over and over again. You know, people will cut you off, no communication at all, because of something that could be resolved in like a 5-minute phone call. Or a simple question like, hey, I heard all this stuff about you. What's your side of the story? You know, it's like, no, it's like hardly anyone. It's rare to find people who actually ask that questions. And I know people who do ask those questions, like, hey, I heard all this about you. What's your side of the story? And I value those people so much. I really do. I know who those people are, and I don't take people like that for granted. Like, it just comes down to common sense for me. Like, if I heard a bunch of stuff about somebody, I'm not going to just blindly believe it. I want to find out from the source what that person's side of the story is and what's really going on. I heard there's always 3 sides to a story. There's your side, my side, and the truth. And you can't ever get to the truth if you don't debate and make the effort to figure it out. And that's all I have to say today. Have a good weekend.